Welcome to the first Driven Daily video. So why did I start this channel? The first reason why I started this channel is because I feel like I've been consuming a lot of self-improvement content and a lot of other content like that, but applying it is something that it's completely out of the question. I feel like forcing myself and keeping myself accountable to post here every single day, documenting my journey and helping you guys out with self-improvement and other factors that I have been consuming and I want to put out to you guys and feel like I'm actually applying. I feel like documenting it here every single day is really going to help me do that. The first thing I've been realizing, and I feel like I can apply through recording and posting here every single day, is that motivation fades, but discipline doesn't fade. Discipline and consistency is what carries someone to success. Having discipline and consistency means to go after every single day, regardless of whether you want to or you don't, or you're feeling it or you're not. Motivation may help you get the feeling that you want to accomplish something for maybe an hour, a couple minutes. But once that motivation fades, what's left? Nothing. The only thing that's left is going to be the discipline and the consistency that you build through the habits that you build. Something that I feel like goes off of motivation and consistency and topics of that such is the idea of giving advice, something that I hope to do through Driven Daily and really executing it. What I've noticed a lot of people do is they like to talk, they like to give advice a lot. However, if you really look at that person, you're going to realize that are they something that you should really be asking yourself when someone does give you advice is are they really executing it? That's where that a common saying comes from. Never take advice from someone who you don't want to be like in the future. So it's just a matter of taking advice from someone and whether the person that's giving you advice is really executing what they're advising you to do. Something else I've been trying to get into is journaling, but I feel like journaling does take a lot of time, and writing things down takes away from the flow of thoughts that come into my mind. And I feel like just talking about them, I don't always have someone to talk to about the thoughts that go through my head because I feel like not everyone agrees with it, or not everyone will understand what goes through my head. But I feel like if I talk about it on video and really just let my thoughts flow without, really questioning whether the person who I'm talking to is able to take in and really understand what I'm talking about. Because I feel like maybe not everyone really understands, or maybe not everyone really cares or is able to relate to the thoughts that go in my head. I feel like that's something that everyone relates to in one way or another, because everyone does think differently. And I feel like reflection, how you think, and being able to set aside others' thoughts is very important. And the realization that others' thoughts don't really matter when it comes to having that uniqueness and having that boldness and having that assurance that your thoughts are yours, and realizing that other people's thoughts don't matter, or they matter but have no significance to your thoughts and should have no correlation. I feel like I'm learning a lot of lessons daily from other people, whether it be directly or indirectly, and I feel like remembering them and really applying them in my life is not as easy to do if I'm not talking about them or reflecting on them, which touches upon my previous point of reflecting on lessons and thoughts that go through my head. But I feel like really reflecting on them and just talking about or elaborating on what I'm learning is going to help me figure out ways to apply those lessons or things that I learn from other people, whether it be through their actions or directly through their advice, or whether it be social media or other self improvement methods such as books, movies, TikToks, Instagram, whatever it may be. But I feel like just me being able to share it may help you guys, or yeah, will help you guys, and will also help me articulate them and really learn, really dive deep what they really are. And going back to the topic of consistency, I feel like forcing myself to record videos like these daily will, number one, help you guys. So you guys are kind of going to be able to learn lessons that I'm learning, since I'm going to be talking about them more in depth so that I learn about them better. You guys will be able to listen to me, what my thoughts are, and how I articulate and how I understand these lessons, which will then allow you to take that and really understand that and maybe form your own thoughts about that. Daily effort, also things I do on a daily, sometimes go by unrecognized. I don't mean unrecognized by other people. I mean unrecognized by me. I feel like the things I do daily should not just be done on autopilot. They should be, whatever I do in the day should be recognized by me and reflected on. So I feel like making daily videos will allow me to reflect on things that I'm doing in my life, or progress that I'm trying to make, just so that it doesn't go unnoticed by me, something that I'm able to reflect on and realize that what I'm doing has a purpose, and it's not really, and does not really just, go in through one side of my head out the other. But yeah, and things I learn, not like, through my daily endeavors, what I'm doing with my life, whether it be, school, business, whatever. I feel like just keeping track of them helps me to remain consistent with them as well, and helps me to reflect on what I am doing. So, yeah. And I feel like at the end of the day, when I'm doing this and talking to the camera, it feels kind of weird, but this is my first time. But once I start to get used to it, I have to realize that talking to a camera is going to improve my articulation. It's going to help the way I talk, public speaking, and stuff like that, just through repetition. And just getting rid of that stutter that I have, just to, I feel like it's just a very important skill that everyone should have, regardless of what they want to do with their lives. But yeah, I feel like starting Driven Daily is not only just going to help me with pretty much every aspect of my life, but also help my potential viewers and you guys. I'm always eager to take feedback, learn something new, and I'm always willing to admit that there's an infinite number of stuff that I don't know, and I'm not saying I'm not entitled to anything. I feel like I'm always open to learn more. But yeah, Driven Daily, I feel like starting this is gonna benefit me a lot. Thanks for listening, and more videos are to come very soon. Thank you.